Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rec Room build. This is actually a build that I meant to do months ago, but I had a little mishap with my animal here. He's actually sitting right there. I'm very worried for another event like last time, but he got a hold of my cord that I'm currently using right now too. A different one of course, but I was in the middle of this build before, but we're going to jump right back into it again because I was hoping that I could get this PvP done. But basically, yes, it was a PvP that we were trying to do. So I'm going to get back into the building of that. So I guess we could just start. And remember to, if you have any recommendations for the game or any maps to play, let me know. And I'll check them out whenever I can. So let's go ahead and start building. First off, probably want to delete everything in the room. The floor we actually might need. This one kind of just shows us where it's going to be leveled out. To give you a good premise of what exactly we are building is it's going to be a cliffside PvP. That's what this point. The point of this is we're going to build a large cliff, and it's going to be a PvP where you have to climb and try to reach the top. At the very top, it's nothing too big, but at the very top, there's going to be a very powerful weapon that you can get, but you got to beat everybody else to it. So let's go ahead and start building. We're going to build the cliff first. There's going to be extra detail later on, but we want to start with our stone-like material. I'm going to go with this one right here. I think this is a good match, good slate. But we do need to make it small. That way we don't take up as much ink as possible. Let's go ahead and start building. Okay, for the most part, this is what our base is going to be. This is going to be the bottom of the cliff where we start off, and then it's going to escalate upwards, and it's going to curve around, and then there's going to be a little like cliff end. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but this is kind of the premise of it. It's not going to be too big, but my brain is showing me a different detail, but we'll try our best. Okay, this build is getting pretty tall now, so we might not have to actually expand it a little bit more than really needs. Oh god. Luckily for the most part, on the majority of this isn't going to take any weird shape. See, like this one here, actually you guys probably can't tell. I need to expand it to the top here, that way it doesn't create a ledge. And easily I can, for the curve here, I can use like a half circle. But you know how finicky that the circles get. You don't even know exactly where the grab places is. So we're just gonna have to go with the same square shape that we have been. Of course, since it's a cliff, it's not going to be perfectly shaped in length. We're just going to have to go with what we have here. Okay, so we've got a general shape going on here, and I think close to the top here we're going to be placing up the floor.
Whoa.
Hey Mason. What?
What? Are you streaming?
No. Also, Mason VR, Mason Plays VR is here. He just requested to invite and asked me a few questions, but go check him out too. He does videos like I do, and if you guys want any further stuff for Rec Room, as I said before, let me know. And go check this mate out. He has a lot of good stuff going on in his way too. Okay, for the most part, it looks like we're getting something going. Although it looks a bit lopsided because of the way that this one over here looks. Yeah, it's something. Probably should not do with that with the camera. That might be the best we can do for the most part. And we just got to figure out how to do the top cover here. Maybe slate out a few more of these. I think these I can rotate a little bit more. It gets close, I have to say. Yeah, it's close enough. I think that might work. Because no cliff is perfect, and especially not this one. But we'll start working on the top and then expand it from there. Maybe because we want it to look a little bit more like actual grass, I think we might as well just expand it first. And then that way we can take a better look and put on the grass up, hide all this, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys over here because when we expand this, it's probably going to get pretty big and we don't want you guys to get consumed by the cliff. So let's see how big we can get this or how accurate we want to make it, because it needs to be big enough so there's a lot of time to climb and then finally make it to the top. Everybody's still doing well. It looks pretty high up. Let's go ahead and move it. And then the bottom here, you see where the bottom stones were, they're going to be in alignment like that. That's where it starts, and that's where you got to climb to. And then we'll block off those ends over there. Okay, now we can put the grass on top, because that way that it doesn't look like how the stone is right now, where the circles are enormous, instead of them being like that. That way we can get the grass to look a little bit more, my goodness. We can get the grass to show a little bit more and more fine detail. So we do need to fix up the sides a little bit, that way they can kind of match exactly where we want. It's going to be a little bit difficult with the way that this is shaped, but Hopefully we can get it relatively close. This sort of project's taking a little bit longer, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my perspective so you know exactly what's happening. Because back there, it's a little hard to see when you're here. So let's go ahead and go to my view. Okay, it appears that some parts are still sticking out, actually. So some of these parts here can definitely be shifted. Oh, the game's getting a bit laggy. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Makes sense. Okay, as for the sides, everything seems to be almost adding up. We just gotta add a little bit more, I guess. See, everything here is already at the top, so this part isn't as a big factor as to what's going to be happening here. But here's our climbing space. If we have to, we can expand this and make it larger. Let's go ahead and go down to the floor. Here we are. So, it does look a little purple. Hold on, let me go ahead and recolor this. Okay, yeah, there we are. And then we could take our sand and make it sand. And I think I'm going to put it maybe here. There we go. We might have to actually expand the ocean a bit more. Okay, so for the most part, we got the cliff finished. I'll work on a little bit details later, but we do need our main course going on here. I have a plateau where we start off on, and right here in the middle, and let me go ahead and show you. Right here in the middle, between this land right here and that land over there, you guys are going to have to swim across the peninsula, then climb up the tower or the cliff, then hopefully make it over the top by beating whoever you are going against based on the people around you. But yeah. Alright, first off, we do want to get ourselves, before we start messing with it, we're going to make sure our options are in check. Is grabbable? Yes. No, it's climbable. Supports wall run. We could, yeah, we don't want that actually. Supports clambering and teleport. No, we don't want that either. And if I freeze it, okay, so it is climbable. I love that. And then we'll start making some obscure shapes and stuff and go up and around this thing. So really all we have to do here is make some shapes of sort, kind of like stick them in like that. Actually, we could do that. Just stick it like that, like little triangles sticking out of the walls. Okay, so I don't know how it looks on your guys' end, but there are a few blocks spread out across here now, all the way to the top. I do need to place a few more along the sides, but right now we kind of just have to readjust everything. Make sure that the blocks are actually in the wall, and of course we do need to make spaces for the weapon caches, because you can't have a PvP without the weapons. But I finished the rest of the map after this, but I'm just going to show you guys the main part. So let's go ahead and keep it up. Well, everybody, a little bit of work I put into it. I had to cut the weapons down a bit because it would have taken up too much on such a path. But welcome to Cliff PvP. So that's the basic premise of the map. You start out there in the little island, and you come over here and you fight to the very top. I hope that this map is great to everyone. Always let me know if there's anything that could be fixed. Some things that could be added, some things that we could change. But yeah, thank you all for watching this build. Clearly there's a lot more, but that's too detailed that we have to get into. And yeah, so that's kind of what we're going for here. So hope you guys enjoyed this map when it comes out. Let people know about it. And anything else that I can do to fix it, because I want to be sure that this map is a really good one to mess around with, and maybe at a restart, but based on how everything looks, probably not so much. But yeah, so thank you all for being here. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and goodbye.